What up, y'all? It's your boy Chef Ken here, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of Cooking with the Homies, where I make some of my favorite dishes, where I give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make this dish yourself. But before we get started, go ahead, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up on videos like this, so you can continue to cook with me too, homie. Now, today's episode, I'm gonna whip up one of my favorite dishes that I usually order to go at Chipotle. This is a Chipotle Chicken Bowl. I'm gonna give you step by step and show you every ingredient that I love to throw on mine. Let's go. All right, so let's get this marinade going for this chicken. Now, if you wanna get you a blender or a food processor, I have this little Ninja processor. It works for small batches. Okay, so in our processor, first we're gonna start with our onion. So first we're gonna start with one small medium, which equals up to about 3/4 of a cup. Add that in. And then we got our adobo sauce. We're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of this. You wanna get them peppers and that sauce in there. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 3 cloves of garlic. Now we're gonna add our seasoning mix. This is 2 tablespoons of ancho chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 tablespoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Go ahead, add all of that in your food processor. All right, now that we have all of that in our food processor, we're just gonna put the lid on there and we're gonna process that until it's nice and smooth. All right, we got that till it's nice and smooth. Look at that. To a nice little paste there. Now we're gonna take that paste. As you can see, it's nice and thick, right? Now the biggest thing is we wanna loosen that up a little bit. So that way we can marinate our chicken. So let's take that thick paste, grab you a spatula so you get all in the corners there. All right, so we got our thick paste. Now let's loosen that up a little bit. All right, to thicken that paste up, we're just gonna add a cup of water. Sorry, to loosen the paste up, we're gonna add a cup of water here. Just gonna mix that up really good. Should get everything on that side. All right, now that we got that loosened up, we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken marinated. All right, now we're gonna do 3 to 4 pounds of chicken thighs, boneless and skinless. All right, so we're gonna take a fork, just stab this chicken up, boy. Take your anger out on the chicken. All right, now that we're done stabbing the chicken, we're gonna go ahead and add our marinade. Now we're just gonna get all of that mixed in there. Mix it really good so all that chicken is covered in that sauce. Man, it smells so damn good. All those spices, that chipotle, it's nice and fragrant. Made me want to throw something on the grill right now. All right, now that we got that nicely mixed, just gonna take our plastic wrap, cover this up, throw it in the fridge for at least an hour. That way all those seasonings and the chilies can just soak in. Do it overnight, but an hour is good. All right, so while that chicken is marinating, we're gonna go ahead and get our corn going, all right? So we're gonna start with 2 cups of white corn. Wanna make sure you drain all the liquid out of that. 1/4 a cup of red onion. We're gonna get our jalapeno going. Got 1 tablespoon of jalapeno. 1 tablespoon of poblano pepper. We're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of cilantro. We're gonna do fresh lime juice and fresh lemon juice, about 1 ounce each. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can add more if you like, but that's what we're gonna do for now. Now we're just gonna mix all of that together. After you mix everything, you're just gonna taste it, see if you wanna add a little bit more of anything. Me, I kinda like mine a little sweet depending on the type of corn that I use. If it's a sweet corn, you don't need to add anything. If it's not a sweet corn, you can add a little honey to it just to give it a little pinch of sweetness. See what that's tasting like. Now to me it's good, just need a little more spice. So I'm gonna add another teaspoon of jalapeno, another teaspoon of poblano pepper, add about another teaspoon of red onion, a little more cilantro, add just a little bit of honey in there. Not too much because you don't want to overpower it. Damn, I need some more honey. Just squeeze what I got out this. All right, now let's mix that on up. So basically the recipe I think I used too much corn. So the yield that I gave, just do it times 2 because I think I used a little too much corn. It's supposed to be 2 cups, but this might have been a little bit more. See what it tastes like. Yeah, that's it. So now we're just gonna set it in the refrigerator until we're ready to plate. That way all those flavors could just settle in. All right, so our next step, we're gonna get our cilantro lime rice going. First, we're gonna start with 2 cups of jasmine rice. Then we're gonna add 4 cups of water. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of oil. All right, so now we're just gonna mix that up really good. We wanna make sure that water boils, and we're gonna let it evaporate. Once it evaporates, we'll cover it, and then we'll lower the heat on it. All right, so now that the water is just skimming over the top, you wanna go ahead and lower that heat to low, cover it up, and you're gonna let it do its magic for about 20 minutes. All right, so let's get our pico going. We're gonna start with 3 to 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 tablespoon of jalapeno, 2 tablespoons of red onion, about 2 tablespoons of cilantro, 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we're gonna do a half of a lime and another half of a lemon. Squeeze all that juice in there. Mix that up really good. And this got a little too much tomato, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of that red onion. A little more cilantro. All right, y'all, we got our rice cooking, our chicken is marinating, our pico is done, our corn is done. So the last thing left is to do our guac. So I'm about to make a quick, simple guac. Chipotle's guac is really simple, so let me show you how we do that. First things first, every good guac starts with an avocado. Get you a nice, ripe, soft avocado. If you squeeze it and it feel like it's about to break through, that means it's ready. Bam, look at that. Take that pit up out of there. Let's get that pulp up out of there. I'm sure you can find a smaller smasher, but coming from the restaurant world, this is what I got. I'm gonna take that, smash some avocados up. All right, now we're gonna squeeze our limes in there. You do about 2 to 3 limes. Whatever you do, don't be stingy on the limes. That way your guacamole doesn't turn brown. The more lime juice, the better. All right, so I like to mix my avocado in with the lime juice first. That lime juice being incorporated in all of that avocado pulp is what's most important to me. A little red onion. Then we're gonna take our cilantro. A little salt, about half a tablespoon. And we're gonna mix that in really good. And bam, there we go. Look at that guac, boy. All right, so now our rice is done. We're just gonna go ahead and throw that in a bowl. Break that rice up. Once your rice like that, you don't want it sticky. If it comes out mushy and sticky, you didn't do it right. Do it over. Throw in our oil. 5 tablespoons. I'm sorry, 5 teaspoons. I like to add the zest of a lime to mine. All right, now we're gonna add the juice from 1 lime. Throw our cilantro in there. And we're just gonna mix that on up. All right, now that we have all our ingredients done, all right, now we have all of our ingredients done. So now the last thing to do is to cook the chicken. So just take you a skillet, cover in olive oil. I'm gonna cook this on medium high heat. Spent probably like 2 hours since I marinated this. So all those flavors should be all up in there. Look at that, bam. Wanna make sure that you have your thighs nice and flat. Now we just about to let that thing cook on up. I just want to let that cook for like 2-3 minutes on each side. Bam. Bam. Flip that thing over. Bam. All right, now our chicken is ready. Let's go ahead and cut it up. Slice up our pieces. That, man. Look at that. Got our chicken done. Just gonna throw that in the bowl till it's time to plate. All right, man, all our ingredients are done, so now it's time to plate this bowl. Start with our cilantro lime rice. Now, I don't do beans because I'm not about to be gassy all night. So we're gonna do our chicken. We're gonna do double meat. That's Chipotle's double meat. This is my double meat. Bam. Then I'm gonna add our fajitas. Add our corn, our guac, and then we're gonna top it off with our pico. Top it off with a little cilantro, and bam, there we go. Oh, wow. Chipotle, count your days, boy. Now that's a Chipotle bowl. Now this is a Chipotle bowl. Now, let's dig up in this and see what this thing do. I wanna get it all. I gotta get it all. Got the chicken, the rice, fajitas, the pico, guac. I want it all in one. All right, this is the call. This is it. Oh my, boy, I'm never going to Chipotle again. This right here is fire. This is flame, my boy. This is fire as hell. Make sure y'all follow this recipe so you can make it too. I promise you, if you make this exactly how I made it, you will never go to Chipotle again. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think about this. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Good night.